And welcome back, everybody, to the UMG Gaming Studios Grand Finals time. eUnited going against Online Warriors. You know them as Vanquish, or at least ex-Vanquish, but they're back, ready to be champions again. First time we've had a chance to watch them play since the Summer Major. I'm Taylor Reflections Double, joined by Jacob MVPR. Grand Finals is going to be great, brother. Both teams, I know they want to win. They're hungry for victory. And to be honest, they had a pretty decent run from quarterfinals to semifinals to grand finals. No one's really challenged them.
Now, no one's really challenged them just yet on the side of eUnited, taking out the number 2 team in my book based off of last place. He's based off a few other factors in Noble. Now, if eUnited is looking to take EDays, they got to take out number 1 and number 2 as they go against the Online Warrior squad, a squad that honestly, to start off today going against that Warrior squad in the very beginning, even though it does show a 3-0, it was looking close. It was definitely looking a little scary. It looked like they had some, eye boogers in their eyes that they need to go ahead and clear out as they're just waking up from that off-season slumber. But definitely against Rebel, they have flipped that switch. They have woken up, and this is where I'm not going to say I'm worried for eUnited, but I definitely think eUnited are going to have their hands full. It's going to be much more of an uphill battle than the one against Noble. And I think it's going to be up to, Online Warriors really to kind of set the tone and set the pace. It's going to be eUnited that are the underdogs in this series. And honestly, throughout everything that we've seen in last season and this split, I don't think there's anybody out there that would agree differently.
Yeah, I don't think worry is the right word either. You can't be worried for eUnited. They're a phenomenal team. They've improved drastically. I think they're going to go a long way. I really do. And we've been broken down several times over about what makes this new eUnited roster so good, at least in our opinions, and their legacy, and do they have pressure and so on and so forth. I think they're going to do just fine. This is going to be a great match, a great kind of a series to solidify maybe even your power rankings that I know you'll be doing preseason. I know eUnited, maybe we wanted to partner with you. The social media manager actually said that in chat. So, hey, hit them up. Maybe you can work with them a little bit. But, hey, let's go ahead and talk about our pick and bans and see the maps that we are going to be rolling with. And I'm excited to see Training Grounds Escalation. You know what? I thought for sure we would see Vasgar. And the reason why, maybe eUnited could have slipped that through and said, Online Warriors struggled against Rebel. They lost. We're good at Vasgar Escalation. Let's go ahead and play them there and potentially take this in a 3-0 if we win Control Ritual and Execution Checkout. But we don't get that far. Fair enough. But we do get Control Ritual to start off.
Yeah, and honestly, I like this map cycle for both of these teams. I'm not sure how I feel totally overall about Escalation Training Grounds. I got to agree with you. I think Vasgar would have kind of set the tone. It would have kind of fit the mold just a little bit better. But Control Ritual, Execution Checkout, Control Reactor, and Execution on Clocktower, very aggressive all the way through. It's the high-flying, in-your-face action that we kind of know from a lot of these teams. And I think if a team can come out hot, really take control, no matter how close or far along the scoreline is, I think that the first 2 maps could go 1-1. I think Escalation Training Grounds, the one that I'm not sure about, is really going to be telling.
Let me take a step back, and excuse me for forgetting this, but Training Grounds Escalation, we didn't, kind of have a focal point on it, but we did get to see the last round. Remember, it was a 5-0 victory over Noble over Noble earlier, Jacob. Remember, we only caught the last round, but it was an absolute beatdown. So maybe there is a real strategic advantage going towards eUnited on Training Grounds, and who knows, they might have the added edge. It's going to be a fun fight no matter which way you look at it, though, especially for that Overlook fight with how slay heavy both rosters are, especially eUnited now. Man, Powerz and TJ, the tip of the spear, the top of the food chain for this slaying power, it's going to be great to see how that's going to work out. And I think Hndles and Demise, I think, may be on the 1v1, if I'm not mistaken, but it's going to be great. Checkout's going to be a battle. I got to favor eUnited there. Ritual, we've kind of seen it from both rosters tonight, and they both play kind of well. So these first 3 maps are going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I like the switch up because honestly, if you were to kind of ask me, and you look at the roster prior with Praise and Explosive, I think we would see a totally different map cycle. I think we would see maps that would suit a little bit more teamwork, a little bit more Lancer Fire, probably a Regency in there, maybe a Spire as well. But I think because you have TJ Demise, when you look at that high roster of when they were a full team, they were very aggressive. They had a one-directional playstyle, and it was in your face, causing disruption the entirety of the way through. And even though I don't think that's going to be the overall play style of this eUnited roster, because you still have Kenny Bounce, very, very experienced, very, very much so like to play in towards strategy. I think we're going to see a making of a new, but very, very different dominant United roster. I might be speaking too soon based off hopes, dreams, and obviously one of my best friends on the other side, kind of what I would like to see. But that's what this map cycle is kind of telling me. You got PJ and Demise, like I said, coming over from Hive, that aggression. Powerz can suit through. You got Kenny that is kind of emerging as the IGL, set the troops where he wants to, very, very similar to Explosive. I like the map cycle. I like what eUnited is looking to do. I'm just hoping that it's not going to be a wash. I hope Online Warriors can step up to the plate as well, but I want to see eUnited's progression in action.
And I think eUnited is going to show progression. They've already shown it tonight. Look, all the series that they played in, they've handled pretty easily. In my opinion, that victory over Noble speaks volumes about how good eUnited really is. That Noble roster, second place when they were playing under Fire and Ice during the Summer Major. They're an incredible roster. We know how incredibly talented they are. Slaying power-wise, they started showing great prowess when it came to teamwork and pacing, especially towards the tail end of Pro League. Definitely had their struggles towards the mid-range and maybe even the beginning, but they cleaned it up. So for eUnited to beat them 3-0 speaks volumes about what eUnited is going to bring to the table here in this matchup. But, when it comes down to Noble versus eUnited, who knows what Noble's mindset was? When it comes down to Online Warriors, without question, they want to beat eUnited, and they want to beat them badly, just as much as they wanted to beat Rebel just a little bit earlier. Again, for Online Warriors, they might be knocking off the rust because they're not as practiced right now since the Summer Major. They took a break. They're champions. They wanted to enjoy it, and I don't blame them for that. But if they beat both Rebel and eUnited, who have been hyped up since the beginning of Pro League qualifiers, it's a major statement that says, look, you guys have been training, you guys have been practicing, you guys made roster changes, but it doesn't matter. You're never going to be enough to beat us. And that's what Online Warriors is looking to make a statement with tonight.
Yeah, honestly, it almost feels like the Gears history is kind of repeating itself. I know a lot of you might not remember, but you had Infinity, you had Atmo kind of dominating Gears War 1, kind of going over towards the Insanes, kind of taking it right back in Gears War 2. From there, Gears of War 3, at the start of it with Hypestation, you have Infinity and Atmo and again, trying to lead in the charge. They got that throne kind of taken from them a little bit later on from Notorious and those Synergy rosters during that online era. And those Synergy rosters, guess who's on it? That was Explosive in them. That Synergy roster, that was Kenny in them. That was Strangulate. So you got to think, now that those players, the new generation of players stepping up to the plate, that is this Online Warrior spot. And in order to take the throne, they've already, I wouldn't say directly made Explosive retire, but they beat him. He's gone. They don't have to worry about that anymore. Now it's up to Kenny and Powerz to go and defend that throne, defend that dynasty that was already built before they kind of take the throne on the side of Online Warriors as the next generation of superstars, the next dynasty. And I think we're on the cusp of that. I don't want to go ahead and say it and call it too early because there's still teams that have a say in it with Noble, Rebel, eUnited here in this grand finals, but they are on the cusp of creating that dynasty within Gears Esports and creating the one team show of who's battling for second at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a fair point. It really is. I think it was too early when we saw them win the mid-split playoffs, but you look at how well they've done. Okay, they win MSP, they move forward, then they win first place in Pro League, and then they go on to win like several EDays before the major, and then they go on to win the major. So you go all the way back towards the MSP, and did they win? I don't think they won the Pro League before that, if I'm not mistaken. They might have, but that's going way back, and I can't remember. But the point is, from MSP to Pro League to EDays to then Major, they have basically been unstoppable. And to give them credit, the last EDays they played in, they won. And now they're playing again in the EDays, after the Summer Major, and they're in grand finals, and they're looking to win once again. So dynasty talk, people say it's too early. Maybe so. It takes a lot to be considered a dynasty, no matter how successful you are at the beginning. But you can't argue the fact that they're on their way to building that dynasty. They've laid down the groundwork. They've won championships now. They won MSP. People said, is that going to be enough? It's MSP. It's not a major. It doesn't matter. Come major time, they're not going to win. Xysho's not going to hit that shot like he did against Rise. It's just not going to happen. They won the major, so they kind of put all the doubters, they silenced them, but they're still hungry for more. And they're always going to be hungry for more. They're a great team.
Yeah, that's what I love about the team as well, that they're always hungry for more. And I talked about, Kenny having the passion throughout years, multi-time champions, different rosters, different games. He always finds a way to make it work. And it's because he loves the game. He loves the atmosphere, the scene, the community. And you got to think the same is on the side of Hndles, Preseason, Acells, and Xysho. They love the game. They love running around. They love wagers. They love rank. They play every aspect day in and day out, to the point where I think this is more than just, money on the line. This is more than just EDays for them. This is just them not wanting to lose to their friends, not wanting to lose to the members of eUnited. Obviously, the money is a bonus. The bragging rights being talked about amongst the best of the best throughout the history of the game, that's just bonus. Because right now, if this was for $0, as long as there's a stream, as long as there's a main stage for them to showcase themselves on, I think this online warrior squad will always try their hardest, because they just simply don't like to lose when it matters.
I've said this story before on broadcasts. I've said it many times to, my peers next to me. But it was after Mental. Mental had won. Forgive me for whatever major it was. I think it was the Spring Quarter Online Major. If I'm not mistaken, that was the last one they won in 5v5 before he transitioned over. But after he won, I had a chance to kind of talk to him, I think before the interview, and then I asked him the questions after the interview, literally right after they won the championships. And I had to ask, because at that time, there were so many people, saying in chat, like, who were they back then? It was they won under UIU, correct? They won under UIU, if I'm not mistaken. So they were UIU.
The dream.
Okay, so UIU, I'm like, I gotta ask, because people were saying, they're sandbagging during Pro League, they're sandbagging especially during Emergence days, they're taking L's on purpose to kind of fake out the teams. And I had to ask Mental, is that true? Do you guys sandbag and not take EDays seriously? And he says, no. He says, absolutely not. There's too much pride in gears. He's like, there's too much pride in gears. He's like, look, we go in there and we play to win. And if we don't win, we don't win. It is what it is. But, there's too much pride to go in there and just take an L. We're not going to do that. We go in and we try every single day. And that's what he told me. Mental told me that. Okay. Mental is one of the greatest that, ever played Gears. Exactly. So bottom line is, like you said, money is a factor, and you do win some money when you play in EDays. But we don't even really advertise it. It's more so about the competition. And it's about that, prestige of winning the championship. And right now, eUnited's won a lot of them, and so has Online Warriors. So they're looking to win the night. And luckily, they're not time torching our time anymore, baby. We're ready to get started. The soapbox and the podcast gets. I hope you enjoyed it, though. Another episode, I'm sure, coming after map number 1, transitioning to map number 2, with at least how that started. But I digress. It's going to be fun, man. Ritual.
The only excuse I ever say when things take that long is I'm just hoping, I'm praying, crossing my fingers. You're talking strategy. You're talking about something that's going to help you in the game. You're not just, late because you went to the restroom seconds before your match, even though you had so long because you threw the other team before you.
Well, I guess I was staring. Yeah, no, I hear you. And you always said, I would say, man, you're consistent, Jacob. You've always done that. You've always done that. Or there's a lag out or this or that, or they're taking a pause. You're like, oh, they're just discussing strategy, man. But you know the truth. They're over there messing around, man. Torching our time. But that's all right. I guess I was staring at the camera too long because they asked me to smile if I've been kidnapped. They do that from time to time. All right, let's get it going. Online Warriors starts it off with 1 point. eUnited looking to answer back in the meantime with that awful deficit they suffered at the beginning. But team kill not going to be too promising. Acells takes down Xysho and eventually is finished off as eUnited looks to handle Hndles in the moment. They will do so, and the hill's going to go to them.
Early start, and nobody really kind of getting an early massive lead just yet, but this is where eUnited has the opportunity to kind of pull away. Just like you said, they win that early exchange. They're gathering a couple of those power weapons. They're setting up over towards the next hill, and honestly, Demise is not able to get eliminated. Damage is there, almost gets that double down, but Powerz found one somewhere on the map. Torpo still in the hands of TJ. Get that call out from Kenny over the top. He has to be careful here, not to overstay his welcome, but Pops. Just a quick distraction from Kenny is all it took, is TJ pushing up. Kenny goes down for a moment, but they're working so well together, and their timing is on point. They get another elimination, taking out Acells and a 30-plus point lead to start us off.
As I said, the same thing for Rebel. Even though they lost to Online Warriors, same thing for eUnited and Rebel is the fact that they've got a ton of reps. At least you have to assume they got a ton of reps on Ritual because they played countless teams, right, throughout that gauntlet of the bracket to make it into the Pro League through those Pro League qualifiers. So eUnited knows this map, I'm sure, like the back of their hand at this point, and it should give them an added edge over Online Warriors. 50-1, that's a pretty decent lead, and I don't think that lead is going to taper off anytime soon, depending pending. Online Warriors, though, they're going to fight for it super hard. Powerz inside the hill is going to pick off Preseason. Stays alive for the moment. They do have help to the right. TJ, great shots. Isn't going to be enough. With the help of Powerz, it should be. Now you got two teammates from Online Warriors trying to pick themselves up. And in fact, TJ and Powerz will fall, and Online Warriors will hold the hill.
The back and forth. Once team in control typically wins that first one, gathers roughly a majority of the time, 52 seconds, for example, as eUnited does have. That makes it to where it's back and forth, back and forth. You have to answer the call on the very next hill, or you put yourself behind not only points, but you put yourself behind a must-win team fight, as they do a good job defending off for now. Demise is going to go down, which is going to stagger out, make eUnited make that decision. Do we go forward, try to fight a 3v4, or do we try to back up? As they lose Kenny, I think they're going to have no choice here left in the game. Try to back up, set up for that next hill, and it's going to be their turn to try to take the lead.
Bit of a standoff between Powerz and Preseason. Powerz does have help to his left, though. Hndles in a 1v2, takes down TJ, but doesn't get the full finish. Powerz doubles back, gets the finish on Preseason and the pickup. Great play from him. The rotation's in. Powerz picks up the fresh torque bow. Second torque bow in play, and I believe eUnited has had their hands on it both times at this point. So, you know, Online Warriors are going to have to get their timing a little bit better than that, because that's one power weapon you cannot afford to give up, especially to the hands of Powerz, who we have seen pull off some nasty plays.
I'm already set up, like I said, back and forth. You saw eUnited strike first. Online Warriors got hill number 2, hill number 3. eUnited tries to stay one step ahead. This is a must-win battle. Frag grenade over the top, dodged by Preseason very narrowly. They're the ones kind of racking up a little time that they can, because you can't really contest it if you're Online Warriors. The only time you can really contest it is if you're making a play to break through. Not really a contestation, but an opportunity of their own. One down coming through. That's going to be Acells. Hndles trying to stagger around. Nobody really having the upper hand, but since it evenly matches, eUnited that are going to go ahead and be successful with it being even. Kenny goes for a flank, which opens up that opportunity. They break through, take out Powerz. Flank just in the nick of time. TJ, Demise, both flying 2. They're going to hold their ground. 2 more players in front of him. He jumps forward. He jumped forward while he's full red. He got taken out, but Demise is there to help. Kenny's flank finally pulling through, and eUnited will secure the hill at the end of the day.
And secure the hill, and most likely going to secure 100 points before that of Online Warriors. It's going to be a big mental break for them. One more chance for Online Warriors to come in and get a touch. Xysho shut down at the 1-yard line. He'll crawl in, but it's not going to amount to much. And there it is, 100 plus for eUnited. And they did a wonderful job holding down the current hill that is in play. 10 seconds remain. We'll have the final standout, the final 1v between Kenny and Hndles, but the action's going to be taking place down low. And it looks like it's going to be a 3v2. Online Warriors have a bit of an advantage. Player 4, Demise from eUnited, was trying to get the cross, but he's going to be sniffed out by Hndles and challenged. So now it should just be a straight up 3v2 now, as Online Warriors have the man advantage. Goes to the wayside though. Demise finally rotates in. So now it's going to be a big headbutt to see who wins this fight.
Must win for Online Warriors. The back and forth battle is going to continue. eUnited did their part to keep that battle intact. Now it's up to Online Warriors, but doesn't even look like that is going the way. They're losing this early portions of this hill rotation. The points going on over to eUnited. Hndles finally rotating that torque bow into play. Xysho pops 2 over the top with some help from Preseason to try to keep the numbers in their favor. So I talked about a back and forth battle. The story will continue, and it won't stray too far away from that plan.
122-73 and counting. Online Warriors bringing it back as we expect them to do. TJ on the outskirts will keep the hill contested for the meantime. Be a bold move to push in, but he's going to do so now that he has help up top. And man, look at the work 2 players can make happen. Great job. Not going to be too successful, but I mean, even still, they do pick off a couple of players. Does Hndles have somebody on his backside? No, it's his own teammates. So Torquebo, you know, in his position, that would have been bad, because I thought Hndles for sure looked at one of the players from eUnited and just looked away like casually, like it doesn't even matter. But
hey, we had that happen last time, where just they sneak around, just players just kind of miss each other. I know the setting has just got put in, but at times you still spectate at a higher FOV than some of these players play in due to the customization option. So things we see that might be narrowly missed, these players might not even have on their screen. So that's something to take note of. there when you guys are kind of watching it at home, seeing players kind of walk past each other, especially it's on the corner of the screen because of the FOV differences. But Handle the FOV this, FOV that, you're going into the dirt, and I'm going ahead and trying to make my way. They did not go ahead and continue the back and forth fight, but I would say the silver lining of that is it wasn't overall dominated by eUnited. They got some points on the side of Online Warriors, and they're going to be the first to the next hill, which means eUnited have to break through if they want to make sure that Online Warriors don't take the lead back.
And player 3 is going to be instrumental in that. Kenny is going to be attacking the lower side. That's Hndles, who's going to be trying to challenge and keep him at bay. This is for, you know, the angle, really. And Kenny can open this wide, and he does so. So now he's going to be able to take this right side and Lancer for his teammates who are going to be coming through. Online Warriors can't focus on Kenny. They got to focus up top, but unfortunately, they're going to be taking nonstop damage. Powerz runs through one. Acells will also fall. And again, that's why that lower position fight was so critical. Kenny versus Hndles. If Hndles wins that, Online Warriors still makes that, or excuse me, eUnited still makes that push into the hill. They have to, but it was going to be a lot more difficult than it was once Kenny won that bottom fight.
Hey, as long as they're able to kind of either bleed dry 30% or 50% of the time, or collect it on their own, eUnited's good. It doesn't matter how well Online Warriors are playing. It's all about that score at the end of the day. Both teams losing a couple of players there left and right. A couple of them going down as well. Nobody able to get that revive onto Demise, so he's going to get taken out. Kenny's just left by his lonesome with a little time left on that hill. He's just trying to beat them to the punch, trying to get there first, spot out, get some information, and try to anchor himself. But he might have bit off more than he could chew. Going ahead without his team. He gets Lancer down. Revive's going to be in play, but Kenny gets downed out again. Demise trying to be the hero. Doesn't get the revive. Doesn't get an elimination. In fact, he gets taken out by himself. Him and Kenny are going to fall, which means Powerz and TJ have to stagger around for some sort of hope. TJ goes down. Now it's all up to Powerz here. Powerz needs to figure out a way to stay alive. As long as they continue to stagger around, eUnited would not have 4 players to make any sort of offensive or defensive play.
Obviously, Precision had to have seen Powerz there because there's no way he predicts there's a player in that corner, but great job from Precision to bait him out and honestly get the kill, which is, you got to favor Powerz in that spot. 50 seconds remains on this current hill, and eUnited still has a long trek before they're even able to get a touch. So Online Warriors, they flipped the script, they've retaken the lead for themselves, and it's only going to continue to grow. Big hold position, though. Demise knows this. He needs to run through this player, but a couple of missed shots makes him vulnerable, and he will be finished, and 2 players go down. And might as well make that 4. My goodness, what a perfect hold from Online Warriors.
Where now, I kept saying it's up to Online Warriors. You have to push. You have to defend. That table has definitely turned. Now it's up to eUnited to try to find some footing. They were doing so good in the beginning of shutting down opportunities, staying a step ahead, but Kenny gets caught out by a grenade. Demise gets surprised, blindsided. TJ's as well. They both get taken out by Precision, and Powerz gets staggered out. Pistol fire over the top. They're spreading the torque bows out. Now Online Warriors also have 2 torque bows. They have the positioning. They have the lead, over 200 points and counting. So right now, I think eUnited, they have their work cut out for them. I said it before match started. Reflection. This is a test of how far they've come up to this point. Oh, double kill from Hndles.
Wow, that's huge. Yeah, that's great because you got to think like eUnited now they lose the lead. Online Warriors breaks the 200-point mark, and then you get 2-pieced. Then you get 2-pieced by the torque bow. It's just everything right now is shifting the momentum straight into Online Warriors' hands, and eUnited, you got to think, might start getting beat up in their own head at this point, but you got to just put that to the wayside and start coming back. This is where hopefully the momentum will shift. 40 seconds remain. You got 1 more player to get through. It's a 1v2 Acells. Matter of fact, make that 1v3. Acells is down. eUnited finally secures a hill and can start closing out the deficit. They're going to be around the 180-190 mark unless Online Warriors challenge, which they're not. So fair enough. eUnited, they're going to be within striking distance of coming back.
Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that they're very, very cognizant of the scoreline, especially with that elimination. Maybe you give up the remaining time, try to make the next rotation to go through instead of banking it down to a 2v2. The push is going to be made, though. It's going to be Online Warriors trying to break through. They get that first down onto the Powerz, secures the elimination underneath of any bounce. He gets the help from Demise. That should be a quick revive to come through, but it looks like Online Warriors are set up. They're not going to let Kenny survive. They're going to continue to put that pressure. Lancer, that free fire that we always talk about is so important. And right now, eUnited, they just seem to have gotten stopped. I think maybe the last 3 overall pushes.
Although 224 to 173 makes eUnited or at least would make me feel a little bit more comfortable. Online Warriors getting on the hill, though, is definitely a worrisome position. Hndles has put himself in a 1v2. He's going to get finished off there. Player 6 looked like he wanted to go help, but he's now forced to back off. That Xysho. At that point, if Hndles picks up one, obviously Xysho commits on that, but now backing up with your teammates is definitely the play. Kenny is like definitely on fire. He pushed that fight so hard. Honestly, pretty uncharacteristics. I expected Kenny to maybe take his time. Powerz doing what you expect, though. He's pushing into the hill, trying to make a massive play, but it doesn't happen. That's 3 out of the way. This is a big map, Jacob. Online Warriors going to be at about 260, 270 before eUnited even gets a chance to challenge.
Yeah, and already over that 250-point mark. 30 seconds plus left onto that hill. They get the torque bow on the side of Online Warriors. They're just in the driver's seat, cruising with cruise control as the rest of this match is coming to the close. Hndles shots over the top, double downs coming through. They're gonna have to leave Demise out to dry. Kenny's falling as well. Desperation attempts are gonna have to kick in from eUnited, and it all comes down if they're gonna hit shots or not. And TJ just gets put back onto respawn. 22 seconds. That is going to be the name of the game. You see Online Warriors leaving the rest of the hill dry. They know this next rotation is going to be important, and if they leave that amount of left on the hill, they're not only going to have 1 but 2 opportunities before the hill even gets drained even a little bit.
TJ falls, so does Kenny. Does TJ get back up? I don't know. That's a great connection. You could see that happening from a mile away, and now it's all up to Powerz, who's going to be by himself. Huh?
You can't go too far. There's only 22 seconds. 20 now, counting. Pressure's on. 4 players kind of grouped up in the same angle. You got to think the call out has been had for the Online Warriors. Kenny gets downed out. Nobody there for the revive. TJ, he gets fragged out. 4 frags being dished out, just creating separation. Powerz chose to run again. Demise gets shut down. And I think that is going to be it. The Online Warriors, the reigning, the defending champions, coming up hot. Map number 1, taking it over eUnited.
And that's a big win. 300 to 173. Like, that's not chump change. Like, that is a decisive win. Even though it starts off incredibly close, I'm thinking to myself, look, eUnited again, they got the reps during the Pro League qualifiers. They're looking great. It was a close series, or is a close map versus Rebel just a little bit earlier. This is going to be another close one. But over time, the momentum shifted. Online Warriors started picking up some fantastic eliminations, Jacob, and they didn't let go of that momentum all the way through. Getting a victory like that hurts, especially off of a map where you gotta assume Online Warriors aren't that practiced or scrimmed on. So good on them. That slaying power was incredible. It really was. Their ability, like Hndles, for example, to hold his ground in those 1v spots multiple times, fantastic job. We've seen the effects of it from Kenny. Once Kenny won the 1v against Hndles earlier and he opened up that side angle, it made eUnited feel confident to push up and get the break. So your 1v players are huge on this map, and Hndles did an excellent job at handling his ground.
And I just think overall there was like signs of greatness coming out from eUnited, but to me it was just overall on an individual level. There was moments where individuals were stepping up, individuals were getting double kills, but on the side of Online Warriors, not only were the individuals stepping up, you had multiple team aspects where they were just dominating, especially late in the game. And I think that's where the flip was switched. They were no longer getting caught out. They were no longer getting baited by individual plays. They had their teamwork aspect in mind, and they didn't stray away from that plan. If you're a team that you know you have the dominance, you know you have the individual skill, you believe in your teamwork, all you have to do is just stay calm, cool, collect. And I think Online Warriors right now at this stage in the game know that they don't have to qualify for the Pro League. They don't have to worry about anything other than playing what's in front of them.
And they're just having fun again. That's one of the biggest things that they do. That's a massive win. Control Ritual, you love to see it, especially if you're an Online Warriors fan, or if you maybe, you were a Vanquish fan back in the day. You got to still support these guys. They're champs for a reason. Execution checkout, though, in my opinion, is going to be a lot closer. This is one that eUnited isn't going to fall behind on. This is probably going to be a hotly contested map, Jacob. If I had to guess anyways, I think we did see Online Warriors earlier when they played against Warriors, and it was on checkout. We caught a glimpse, literally, of the final round, the very last moments of the final round, and they won 6-1. eUnited and Warriors, in my opinion, right now are in different, genres. I think Warriors has a high skill ceiling. They're going to continue to surprise people, but eUnited's eUnited, and checkout is one of their best maps they play on. Yeah,
no, I got to agree. I think it's a little bit of a different ball game comparing Warriors to eUnited, especially, you have TJ, somebody that kind of makes that plat side his home. Kenny towards the back lane, Powerz and TJ are going to go ahead and be able to kind of bounce off of playing that mid lane, playing towards the plat side of Demise over there towards the 1v1. I talked about to start the day, Demise fits this team so well because he's a great flex player. He does anything that the team needs to do, from crossing to picking up power weapons to shotgunning, but usually you'll find him playing a lot of those solo spots in certain indications, trying to be a duo along with TJ. But overall, it's that flex position that you're going to see him shine in. So this is where I think they have a little bit of an upper hand, a better chance than that Warrior squad due to a little bit of experience as well. Knowing what to do when the back is up against the wall, knowing what to do when they lose one side of the fight, and then obviously knowing what to do if that 1v1 player goes over to those grenades, has no contestation, gets the grenades for free. The call out will be had. Hey, I got free nades. Show me where they're at so I could chuck them, or back out and let us play the slow game.
Who's going to be the highest impact players, though? Obviously, Powerz on one end. He's going to be challenging that plat side. He's most likely going to be challenged by, I would say, Precision. Precision is definitely going to be there ready to go. Well, maybe not. Precision loves to be the player to go into checkout stands, right? He's the one who likes that early poke damage. He's incredibly confident in his ability to stand 10 toes down and challenge any team he's facing off against on the other side. So I expect Precision to be that guy. Who is going to be the one to challenge Plat, though? Who's going to be the one to keep that guy in check? Because in my opinion, that is the most critical spot to be in.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a combination between Precision and possibly Hndles or Acells. I think one of those two. I think the other one, as Xysho, is going to go out towards the wide side. But honestly, I think Hndles does play the 1v1, so I'm already wrong. Xysho, let me close my eyes. Let me just envision it. Xysho towards the back lane. We got Precision and Acells, the 1-2 punch. Yeah, that's exactly how it's going to be. Xysho is just too much of a cross player. He's too much of a team player. And then you have your 1-2 punch combo with Acells and Precision. It all just came to me as I closed. I just was able to envision it. Hopefully you guys at home could try it too. Just close your eyes and just envision.
Well, yeah, Hndles is going to be in that 1v and got the vision, man. So if you got the vision, who wins it then? What's the score, man? And let's push it a little bit further. If you got the vision, that means you're a wizard. And if you're a wizard, I got to ask you questions.
I don't like the score line. I don't like the score. 6-3. 6-3.
Oh, stop. For who?
I didn't. The banner was covered up in my vision. It was just 6-3.
You just know it's 6-3 for somebody? Okay. All right, wizard. Whatever. If it does end 6-3, though.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, if it ends 6-3, next question, what's the lottery numbers? Like, I don't even care if it was 1.
I'm going to save that vision to when the lottery gets back up to where it's... Like I told you, somebody just won. It is reset the lottery. We have to wait all over again.
Hey, look, reset or not, I'm good with $5 million.
I will say that you bring that up.
I'm not turning my nose up at $5 million.
There were 5 different people that won $1 million each. They didn't get all the numbers, but 5 different people won $1 million each. Oof.
Oh, who's going to be unstunned first? Precision it will be. He'll pick up the first blood. Quickly answered back, though, by TJ. Needs to be a little bit of a cool-off, though. A bit of a reset, but I guess we're not going to get that lucky. Xysho and Acells will take down 2. Last alive is going to be Demise. Man, that's 2 players from eUnited went up the plat. 2 players. You don't see that too often, but 2 players went up there. Everyone's stunned, and Precision gets the first shot.
Just back out. He was just confident. I'm going to get unstunned first. And if you have that type of confidence to barrel it down to a 51-49, because obviously he was confident it wasn't a 50-50, hey, you got to stay on board to see him again. Because that's one of the things I said during the last season. A lot of the times, if you spot out where Precision is going to play for, you can kind of get the overall initial strategy coming out from the online warriors.
Precision once again up top. This time around, eUnited will stay on the bottom end of things. They are going to get first blooded. At least it's going to be traded as now. It's going to be a 3v3. You do have Xysho with the nades. Or excuse me, who has the nades? Nades are going to be picked up by Hndles on the other side. Hndles is down, though, and he's gone. Nades are out of the way. And it's going to be a 2v2. Kenny has snipe.
Ooh, they're going to push Kenny in towards the back lane. That was a great moment. Great attempt, but Kenny narrows down the body shot, lands it onto Acells. They're funneling. They're staggering, trying to reposition themselves. They don't want to get too gritty trying to finish that one off. They want to allow Kenny to get that sniper, get another great attempt to come through. It's all about toying with that back lane. He has to be very, very careful with the damage, because as soon as Acells gets something, he's going to go. Full red goes the pistol. Acells moving up, trying to get Kenny to peek and take another shot with that sniper, but Kenny, too experienced, calm, cool, collected, doesn't get baited out.
I'm not gonna lie, didn't expect this to end in a standstill right now. Like, I really did not. You know, not well with how it started, but also even how that last 2v2 went with the pressure on the Kenny and then Kenny hitting the body. I thought for sure it was going to be the end of it. So this is a little bit of an extra reward. Look at Kenny trying to swing that wide angle, though, getting a bit testy. Yeah, baiting him in, but no one takes the bait.
We're 28 seconds. Somebody's gonna have to make a move here, especially if it's out wide towards the back lane, which is what it looks like it is. So Acells needs to be careful here, because as soon as he goes too far to the right, Kenny's gonna go ahead and see that. And that could be an opportunity for Kenny to go. But as I see the rotation coming through, maybe I was wrong about where the hill is at. Kenny connects with Acells on the rotation. Back-to-back shots connecting. Early damage from Demise. Kenny gets the down, and eUnited gets the round win.
All right, so there it is. Inching our way forward to that 6-3 that you envisioned. Great shot from Kenny. Mike, and then the prediction here, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Kenny being the hero in that moment. This time, you know, like I said, round number 1, eUnited sends 2 players up top to platform. Round number 2, they keep 2 players down to bait in the players from Online Warriors. Let's see what's going to happen here. I'm curious if Vanquish chooses to, you know, full man push down low. They don't. Oh. I thought we switched places. Look, ooh, Acells, good read on the Powerz. They kind of switched spots.
Oh, great shots over. One down's going to come through. Instantly revive. eUnited trying to converge because they know they need the help to be there for TJ, but Kenny goes wide, gets the sniper. Only a down's going to be netted. Trying to make something happen. Headshot's going to come through. Can he go back to back? No, he cannot. Ooh, that would have been a whole different story coming out of us if he got that headshot.
And Kenny can do things like that. I'm telling you, there's times he just says, I'm not going to lose, and he just pulls up and goes absolutely massive. Powerz sitting at a big goose egg at the moment. I know you said you like, or you have goose eggs for breakfast. I don't even know where you get a goose egg. Can you even eat a goose egg?
I don't know, man. I just say things sometimes and see if it sticks. You know.
Same here, man. That's why we're a duo, baby. Crazy. You can buy goose eggs. I'm hearing from the almost Canadian. That's crazy. All right, well, let's get it started. 4v4 down low. You got Kenny picking up the snipe. He's backing up. Preseason though's looking for blood.
Almost goes in and catches him slipping. Xysho baiting some players out wide. If Powerz loses focus, he can get taken out. Preseason goes in, makes the play, and he gets the trade. He got the trade with Kenny as well. So not only is the sniper out, the tides turn in favor of Online Warriors. Hndles quickly becomes a target. They try to press forward while they have a chance, but there it goes the reinforcements just in the nick of time. Frag grenades are still up. So that's an open opportunity for Online Warriors still, but they're going to slow it down. Slow it down. That way they can get their angles, get the Lancer fire. Then obviously, surely they're going to go in for those frags, just like the Acells. So they got flashes, they got frags, they got a numbers advantage, they can get angles. This is looking like Online Warriors all the way, barring any miracles or world star style plays from TJ and Demise. I just want to say it's over, Reflections. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
Hey, we really don't know. See, that's the thing, man. We try to make educated guesses, but sometimes we're just wrong. And in this case, we might be. Acells, he's got the nade in hand. And he is ready to throw him. There it goes. TJ's out of position. He's getting Lancer. Throws out an instant. Doesn't connect. Throws out the second. He's freaking out. TJ trying to make some moves. What? Acells is by himself.
I don't even know what the heck just happened here. I don't know how Acells get separated right there, but due to the long passageways on this hallway or trying to hop over in the middle, I really don't know.
You said some world star. As soon as you said that, man, eUnited said bet.
Let's tie this game up right here. 8 seconds. That's what I'm saying. You have to hop over the middle cover. You're either running straight into a Lancer or hopping over the cover and taking free damage. Either way, it's not looking good for Acells.
Acells looked like he kind of, you know, did a little bit of a stutter step, like he had an instant or nade in his pocket, but then you realized he didn't. He's like, okay, well, I just got to go forward now. That's tough. That was a 3v. And correct me, that was a 3v2 at one point, right? And the advantage was over to Online Warriors, right?
Yep. And they lost it.
Who would have thought?
Who
would have thought?
I mean, it was in such a non-entertaining factor, too, that it's just good to know that eUnited, whether if it's a boring round or an entertaining round, they can still find a way to come out on top. They tied the series up, even though they can't necessarily see it. TJ trying to make a bull rush towards the plat side. He doesn't let his health regenerate fully, and Acells takes him down. That is going to be first blood. Powerz stuck in the middle. He tried to make something happen. He goes down. Demise is going to fall. Kenley only gets one down, not able to clean up the elimination as they were tied up, but now Online Warriors take it back 3-2. Ooh, this is the map I feel like eUnited have to win, though.
I do. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Training Grounds is going to be a good one for them. And again, I go back to their 5-0 victory over Noble, but you also have to give credit to Online Warriors. Like, they are a fantastic Training Grounds team too. So it's a 50-50 as well. If there's any map in the first three that, you know, eUnited, in my opinion, would be heavily favored on, it would be here. So I agree with you. This is one that they need to win to at least guarantee a map number 4, but it's a close one. The chances are still there, but that first blood hurts. It really does. Plus the instance going over to Precision. Now you got eUnited trapped down low. Online Warriors are on the hunt.
Taking him out. Step by step, Kenny. And this is a thing that I feel like they're doing. I don't know if it's intentional. I don't know if it's accidental. I don't know if somebody's just taking the reins onto that one. When they get first blood in certain scenarios, they don't get greedy going for the next and going for the next. They kind of cement themselves knowing after we get this elimination, after we get the man advantage, they're going to get desperate. You've seen Powerz 2 rounds ago. You see Kenny there again. As soon as the tides change, it looks like eUnited is trying so hard to, as fast as they can, even up the game, in which sometimes it's not something you're able to do.
All right, Powerz does get the instance, but immediately punished and taken down. That's going to be first blood once again going to Online Warriors. Quickly traded out from eUnited though, but an Online Warriors' ability to Wolfpack is just, I mean, absolutely insane. Like, it's so hard to beat the numbers of Online Warriors when they stay together. It really is. Like, and that's the thing that makes them so good, is when they band together, the amount of shots that they can hit is incredible. Speaking of which, 5-2, we need eUnited to win one more round, and then Online Warriors to win their round for round number 6 to win 6-3. You're almost right. You are on the edge of being right.
I'm still going to be right. I'm still going to be right, but right there is just like one of those plays that when you rewatch it, especially Demise, he's going to punch himself. He's going to beat himself up. He knows that player was down towards the back lane. He misses the shot and just gets caught slipping in that same back lane. 5-2 Online Warriors, one step away. Kenny's going to get first blood, though, doing what he can to keep his team. One of the few players to really complete perfection in a season. Back-to-back. Hndles goes down. Acells falls as well. Xysho by himself. He goes down. 5-3.
5-3. There it is. And Online Warriors still on map point. And this would be a big win. Again, it would be a tremendous win on a map that heavily favors that of eUnited. And maybe not heavily favors, I shouldn't say that, but definitely eUnited's best map, in my opinion, when it comes to execution. Well, can we even say that anymore? I mean, it is a new roster. I would say it is. It traditionally was. I don't know if it is now necessarily with this new roster, but
if it benefits them, we can agree with it. If it doesn't,
sure.
I feel like they're not going to agree with it. Only positives.
All right, here we go. Powerz is first blooded. And oh my lord, it's going to end up 6-3. Jacob, you're a wizard. You're an absolute wizard. It's 4v1. Kenny's backing up. And there it is. Online Warriors will win 6-3 and take a 2-0 lead in the series. Jacob couldn't see the banner, but I guess if he could have, he would have been like, well, 6-3 victory. Online Warriors takes the win. I cannot believe how well they played that. There's a lot to break down when it comes to this map and a lot to break down in this series. But one thing is for certain, that is a heavy loss with Online Warriors leading 2-0. That leads map number 3, Training Grounds, a must-win for eUnited. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, map 3 coming your way. You know, eUnited might have a chance here. Series isn't over with, guys. It can go to map 5 without question, but you got to get through this map first. Last time eUnited played on this map was against Noble earlier, and that's the X Fire and Ice roster, and they won 5-0. So there's a great promise for them. But off the start, Online Warriors does take an early lead, but just as quick as they take it, eUnited is taking it right back.
More eliminations, dancing around on the home hill. Getting a double capture before Acells can get a touch. 49 seconds. Didn't necessarily see the full entirety of the initial, but man, eUnited came out hot. It's almost as if those first 2 maps didn't happen, but that's almost been the story. It's been eUnited being able to hang into this one on map number 1, the control. It was about the halfway point when things kind of got wild and out of hands. In that last game as well, 6-3. Obviously, it was at one point, I believe, 2-2. You can correct me if I'm wrong. It's just being able to close, being able to stay in it towards the second half of the game. That's been eUnited's problem today. And with this final chance, this final opportunity, it's following in that same suit. It's just hoping for them they can close it out and force a 4th map.
All right, round number 2, eUnited absolutely decimated Online Warriors in that first round. Will they do it again? Well, we'll quickly find out. Precision on your screen. He's going to be met by 2 players up ahead. What, you would assume 1 player would be there, but not 2. Xysho does meet, and Demise is looking to take a bit of a different angle. This is a funky start. Well, excuse me, the sniper's there. I apologize for missing that key critical piece of information. So Kenny does get the sniper, and that initial absolutely 100% makes sense.
Like I said, opening up, spreading out the map, allowing them to play a little bit more teamwork oriented. I won't say it's heavily favored in that way, but Kenny now needs to make a play. Going up against the Acells, goes in, he creates and separates himself. But I think that's going to be it with Kenny going down. Nobody close enough. Wild smokes from the spawn. I was going to say back-to-back rounds for a moment. I was like, no, that did not happen. eUnited struck first. This is Online Warriors tying up at 1 round apiece, but quicker than the last.
I got Mr. Krabs by that long shot, Jacob.
Honestly, I didn't see it either, so I can't even blame you.
I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I was like,
quick.
yo, why is everybody fighting right here? Like, in round number 2, it doesn't make sense. I've never seen this, but it does make sense. No way. Why are we popping up with the power weapons?
I get it because they're trying to create a fight that they wanted. The Online Warriors put that sniper down because they want to focus on that middle fight, forcing an early shotgun battle to try to get in towards that cubby. eUnited is like, hey, you can have the sniper. We'll go for the torque bow up here. You fight for you want. You fight for what we want. If you want to contest up here, then we could play ball.
All right, torque bow up top, sniper down low. Sniper's going to be picked up by Xysho. He gets away with it. He's going to be going up top. Even though that's a great down on a precision and a good finish, that sniper's going to keep any of the eUnited members in check from getting a torque bow.
Yep. Now with that neutral as well, it's going to be up to the Online Warriors to try to make a play. He's able to see across the map. I don't know if Demise, I know there's that little glint that kind of glares. He's trying to put himself deeper into that corner. I didn't know if he actually saw him coming or not. Maybe he got a call out from one of his teams. But you can see Online Warriors is trying to create a distraction. They're trying to let Xysho go to use. But there goes back to back. They're able to get it down onto 1. Elimination on the other from TJ. Not pressing forward, realizing, hey, we can stagger out his death. We don't have to go right away. It's all about watching out for that sniper as Xysho trying to create some separation, some space, so that way he can put it to use. But he has to fight for his life, fight for this hill. As 2 members of eUnited are storming over, Xysho is going to go down. A fresh player off of respawn goes toward that neutral hill. So if they don't get this touch, if they don't get this break, it's going to be over. But just not enough. But overall, it's not going to be enough.
He got the touch, but he was downed, and like you said, it wasn't enough. And relatively quick round. These first 3 rounds have been blazingly fast. If you add them all together, I think it's less than 3 minutes, but that's just crazy to think of. You already have a torque bow. You've already got a long shot. And I assume now we're just going to go ahead and build up for the either ensigns or shocks up top. But I could be wrong. We could place something down on range too and just absolutely make this thing centerline heavy. But now we're going to go back and get those shocks.
I look around the map. Like you said, the shot grenades. We got retros on the field as well. Everybody just trying to create their perfect opportunity to take these rounds, to give themselves the best battle on this initial fight. Already see Demise getting a free neutral if he wants it, free angle as well, but they're gonna go and stretch across, get that first blood, allow Xysho to pick it up. Our precision is continuing to go around. He knows 1 player is already weak. Powerz trying to connect with a torque bow over the top. Cheeky attempt, unable to connect with anything just yet though. Demise gets taken out for that neutral hill. The 2 hills for Online Warriors, positioning around the hill. Only thing they don't have is the actual overlook itself.
TJ will fall.
Yeah.
Powerz now is going to be by himself for the meantime, and he's got a lot of players from Online Warriors up ahead. And in fact, there's going to be his Demise. Kenny, last alive. He's been spotted. He's forced to back up. Online Warriors looking to close out the first half, tied up 2-2. Fresh spawns, though, from eUnited. We'll head over to challenge Hndles for the neutral. Hndles is not going to be able to eliminate both of them now. And in fact, not even 3 of them. Powerz is also over there. eUnited fully commits to get on neutral and guarantee the round stays alive.
Demise in this position, get taken out by Hndles. See if TJ can fare with a little bit extra help. Demise coming through to go ahead and give him that extra help. There's no home mill. This isn't the second half, so you still got more to fight for as they try to stretch through. He is going to at least start that decap, but it's going to be him versus Acells. Acells quickly shuts down Demise, not even letting that decap come through to fruition, as Precision already trying to just defend this hill. Buy some more time. You can see in your mini map, there's 2 more players from Online Warriors attacking that neutral hill. They know they don't have to put all their eggs into the home hill basket. As soon as they get this one, they're either going to back off or, depending on how this fight goes, solidify it as a victory. And it's going to be Powerz left by himself. Kenny was already down. Now it's up to Demise here to buy as much time as humanly possible. He definitely has his work cut out for him. He does get taken down. TJ, I'm about to say, where is TJ? Finds a way to go across. He sneaks by, and not even I saw that one.
And he's got the retro too, which is going to be great for the chip damage, but ultimately not enough, and he'll be finished off. And this is going to be an Online Warriors round. You'd have to assume it does stay alive 15 seconds, and I don't foresee getting over towards A in time. There is maybe 8 seconds. Player 2 is going to try and sprint, but no, I think Kenny knows it's going to be done with, and we're going to be tied up 2-2. It lasted a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but Online Warriors pretty much dominates this round, and this is going to be the longest round we've seen in all of the first half.
Yep, this brings up my worry that I kind of hinted at early on. eUnited, very, very strong opening up the games in this overall series. Yeah, you saw them kind of reach that halfway point, kind of matched up with the Online Warriors in map number 1 before they kind of taken it away to take the overall map. Same thing could be said in map number 2, and once more here in map number 3. Tied up 2-2 in the half, but it does look like to me that the Online Warriors are beginning to heat up. They're beginning to shut down a lot of different opportunities and narrow down the options to very few, if any, for eUnited.
Gonna upgrade to the Shock, most likely. We have been seeing a lot of play with the Ensign, but these teams are very confident in their Shock play. And I think Shock is going to be great for the Torque Bow too, to be able to balance that out. Plus the Overlook fight has commanded quite a bit of attention, as it normally does. The Shock is overall a better usage of utility. Xysho's been getting this pick on the snipe. Some around, though, is going to have some help. There's going to be more emphasis placed down low than it was up top, which is funny because you've got the Torque Bow up top and the neutral now, yet more emphasis is placed in the second half for the fight for the sniper.
Down towards the backside. eUnited looking good. The eUnited looking good indeed to start off this one. I don't have to worry about that elimination over the top. You know, Acells is going to bleed out. TJ and Powerz trading off some weapons, making sure that they kind of have what they want. Honestly, I like this trade-off. This allows TJ to kind of go forward with the Torque Bow. Powerz can kind of sit back, try to line up some shots. We see some disgusting shots to him throughout his career already. He gets one, shutting him down. So with this 2-1 for eUnited, they're going to be able to sit comfortably here, rack up the scoreline, or if they get the pick, they get the elimination that they want, that's when they can begin to get aggressive. The choice, realistically, is theirs of what they want to do.
All right. Let's see what ends up taking place here. eUnited sitting pretty comfortable. Online Warriors is going to attempt to, I assume they're going to try and go up top. Acells can't get out of there, though. He's being put in check. You got to throw the smokes, distract the sniper. Just going to get to Torque Bow, but you got to do it either way, and here's the chance. Online Warriors does penetrate. They're going to be up top and Overlook. Now, you also got 2 players on the flank. Online Warriors, from what I can tell, is attempting to basically wrap up this round, like right here, right now, but they're not going to win the D fight. Now they have to win the E fight.
You're going to solidify the E fight on the side of eUnited. Might have spoke too soon, though. Precision gets one. He has some pre-damage from the battle prior, which makes Power's job that much easier. Even going for that triple cap domination as nobody is left alive. eUnited go ahead and win that first round into the half, 3-2. First of 5, though, if you guys are just tuning in, back and forth, honestly, that's been the name of this entirety of the grand finals, not just this one map in front of us.
All right. Yeah, like you said, got to win 5 in a row. So, or excuse me, 5 in general. And
doesn't matter the score. You have to win 5 in a row.
I would not enjoy that. That would not be fun. We would be here forever.
Oh my God.
I do got to ask, though,
give up.
eUnited forcing the fight more so, putting more emphasis on the sniper than the Torque Bow. I mean, like, you know, what's up with that? Like, I didn't expect that. And in fact, they're going to do it again in the next round.
I think it's just their ploy to catch things off guard. Because you saw when the Torque Bow was first placed down, it's a different strategy. The next round, different strategy. I think they're just doing a good job of trying to keep it a guessing game for the side of Online Warriors. Not telegraphed too much, but that's actually a fantastically placed shock grenade, narrowing down Power's options to few, if any, but he gets the help that he's needed across the backside. Honestly, it was Xysho who got the help that he needed. TJ goes in, gets that Torque Bow. They already have the weapons where they want them. And inbound's getting that sniper, TJ with the Torque Bow, and this is honestly the best genetic makeup in terms of power weapons that I would personally enjoy.
Demise up close with Precision. Precision just trying to keep him at bay in the meantime. More so being annoying. Got a player going upstairs, though, and that player is going to potentially be a pretty key factor and getting or alleviating this pressure from Online Warriors, who continues to pressure up to the home hill. Kenny is going to go ahead and back up in the meantime. Demise now will force the issue up top. Good spacing. I thought he had Hndles dead to rights there, but Hndles manages to live. He's getting flanked on, and Kenny finally takes him down, and that's a good recovery. Online Warriors tried, but they do get onto E to their credit, but one by one, eUnited is wiping the floor of Online Warriors. They're starting to look scary.
He's starting to look scary. Honestly, we know they always had a minimum, but yeah, maybe I agree with it. They're starting to show signs of the teamwork coming together. Like I said, throughout the day overall, there's been so many showings of their individual aspects. Rightfully so. They've been in the Pro League. They have championships under their belt. Maybe not Demise with the mid-split playoff championship, but I think everybody here might have some sort of success. Now it's just bringing it together as this full four-man unit. I know they have Rubik's, coach of this eUnited roster there as well, kind of backing them up, being that extra support that they need. I know he's probably chilling nice in Hawaii if he's still down there relaxing as cool as can be, but he knows this game is stressful. There's no relaxing for him right now as he's watching, trying to give as much help as possible. Acells goes down first. 2 more downs towards the back line. That's 3 straight downs that they don't have to eliminate right away. He's just getting that one onto Acells to make sure that the break doesn't come through, and that's where you see the players begin to swarm. Another headshot from Kenny. Like I said, when it comes to the makeup, I want to see TJ with a power weapon. I want to see Kenny with a sniper. I want to see Powerz with a shotgun out in Demise. You can do whatever the heck you want, because I know you don't make very many wrong moves.
He really doesn't. Demise is an excellent addition to the roster. He really, really is. TJ also joining back in the mix. Come on. You got Hyde combined with, obviously, eUnited that was so powerful. Like, it really is a perfect combination. Excellent, excellent game coming out. Xysho and Hndles, you know, both with 1 kill to themselves, but they've got plenty of assists. They've been putting in that work, but I would love to see them start to get more aggressive, you know, get those eliminations. You've got to fight for these power weapons. Honestly, the sniper was being fought for quite well at the beginning, but ever since, you know, that first half ended and the second half started, that team fight in Overlook, or excuse me, below Overlook in Hell for the sniper has been won every time from eUnited.
It was kind of makes me ask that question again. I know you already asked it once, didn't really find an answer other than it's working, but Acells and Online Warriors, they put the sniper down. eUnited put the Torpo down, and eUnited is now favoring fighting over that sniper. Once again, Kenny going in full red. Gotta imagine 99% was the name of that one, but TJ going down, trying to save him. Powerz going down as well over the top. 4-2 eUnited on map point. They need this one to force a map number 4, but Online Warriors in this round, they have control. They shut down Demise as well. Already 2 hills captured. With this one, they're going to decap the third and go for this cap domination. Barring any miracles or big plays from eUnited, Kenny getting shut down short of the hill. 4-3.
Wow, that was a change. 39 seconds. They allowed, whether it's baiting or not, they said, Kenny, that's fine. Go for your quick pick like you've been doing. They finally punish him because Kenny's been getting that quick pick basically every time. Every single time. Getting in there. His teammates got his back. This time, though, absolutely punished. It started with Kenny, followed by Powerz, and just went from there. So good job, good reaction. And we might be seeing a round 9. You never know. I mean, at this point, Online Warriors, they might be coming back. Something fierce. We got instants on the map. Map is very busy at this point. I'm surprised no disables came out from eUnited.
Probably saving it for the very last moment. Maybe just an overall different strategy coming out. You don't have the same team anymore, so players probably voicing their opinions, favoring certain things. Decision already weak, gets flashed out. Nobody taking that positioning just yet. TJ gets stuffed. 2 different Lancers looking at him. One of them over the top. Powerz in this 1v1 scenario against the Acells. Great shot from Acells. Great up A from TJ. The Lancer fire. Powerz unable to up A to clean that one up. TJ knows he has to put that pressure on, so it doesn't get the revive for free, but he doesn't get there in time. Powerz, TJ, both of these players get shut down. Now the window is open for Online Warriors to take what they want.
Hndles and Kenny literally run into each other, and Hndles sees the opportunity and takes it and gets the elimination. That was a massive fight, not only up top for Torque, but also for Sniper. Goes to the way of Online Warriors, who now have both power weapons and an opportunity to pace this out and stop eUnited from gaining any presence, any positioning. Precision's going to go ahead and use 1 bolt to take down TJ in the moment. He'll be back into the fight, though, relatively soon. Powerz just baiting it out, doing exactly what he does. He's finally able to cross. Demise is going to have that cross. Demise is going to have the instant matter of that one. Oh, not for long.
Damn. of Ken. I kind of expected that as being a possibility. Did I think it was going to hit it? Not a chance, but Preseason constantly proving me wrong. TJ, go ahead and picking up that bit of utility that was lost early on and changing spots altogether. Fool me once, not again, as the team makes some adjustments. Powerz trying to push up. Couple players narrowing down the shots. Kenny getting shot up from the pistol, getting downed out. Reinforcements are not there in time. Meat Shield's going to shut one down. Lancer Fire is going to shut down another. Powerz finally making a move, but TJ falls as well, so he's going to be the last one alive in this round. Online Warriors trying their darndest to force a round number 9.
Pressure's on. Xysho's here. He's got the incense. He's by himself, but with the incense, he should be fine. Throws one out. Kenny's relatively weak. Xysho's going to pan that out and take him out. Mine's on the opposite end. Mind you, Xysho still has one more incense. TJ runs straight into it. Demise ultimately get the kill. He's the last one alive. This round's over with. We're going to a round 9.
No other way than, I wouldn't say to end it, to possibly end it. Either eUnited's going to force a game number 4 after this round number 9, or Online Warriors, after an off-season break, coming back slow to start us off on the day, going against regular Warriors, complete another EDays. They win the last one before last season, and they win the first one to start off this, but I'm not going to get too ahead of myself because it's not over until the fat lady sings, and I'm looking around me. I see no fat ladies, and I hear no singing.
It's going to make a jump. Not. It's cool, though. But hey, man, round 9, just wild. So disable on the shock. Demise, what are you going to disable? That would be interesting if it disabled the sniper after that was working so well for them. You got to disable the shock. There's no way you leave the shock on the map. All right. I don't know what took so long for that. Fair enough. They're just talking it out. This could be an interesting. It's gonna be a wild ride, brother. It really is. But I'm here for it. But that shot with the torque by, go back. I just saw it on stream. That was just nasty. I can't believe you hit that pixel. But round 9, Online Warriors. You gotta think they got the momentum. They had nothing to lose, and now they're here. Kenny once again go for the quick pick though. This is what was working before. Xysho doesn't challenge. He's being crossed by Demise. So this was the winning strategy, and it might work. TJ's dead though.
TJ's getting taken down. You see 3 members there. No matter what happens here, Powerz needs to get a trade.
Kenny's down.
Kenny's down as well. He got flanked. Powerz gets taken down. Online Warriors are beginning to swarm. They're going to have the 2 hills, but Kenny figured out a way to stay alive. He went down, but he wasn't taken out, and now it's going to be him with all the pressure of eUnited's world on the shoulders with that sniper to really make a play here, because it's instance, it's torque bow, it's uphill, it's positioning, it's 2 hills, it's everything going up against eUnited here.
Man, this is not a good spot to be in. You win the sniper. He gets out. Now, Kenny still has it in his hands, but like, you know, now you're down 2 to 1 hill advantage. A push has to be made. I assume eUnited is going to try. Yeah, they're stacking up for E at the moment. Online Warriors is matching this with their own 3. Precision is the key factor, obviously. He's got the torque bow. It's out. That's good splash damage. One player's already dropped. Precision stunned, though, and he's gone. So now Powerz and TJ are going to be in a 2v2. This is winnable for them, but TJ's down. Should get picked back up. Kenny loses the fight. Oh, no. Is this a domination?
Mr. Krabs?
Not like this!
Oh, my God!
Well, mind you, 4 players were eliminated from eUnited right before that play was made. So all fights are won from the team of Online Warriors. So in a way of Mr. Crap, but also in a way of just simply winning your fights and getting 4 members down. Great job. Hey, guys, that's 3-0. eUnited loses 3-0 in grand finals, and Online Warriors, their first EDays back since they won the Summer Major. They're back, and they are champions. That's crazy. That is, for all intents and purposes, that's back-to-back EDays that Online Warriors has won.
And on it, like I said, I wanted to see one team assert themselves into this matchup. I wanted to see one team really crown themselves above all, and I'm happy one team actually did. Online Warriors cementing themselves. Like I said, it's still too early to call it a dynasty. It's still way too early to call it that, but you could definitely say they're on the road. Throughout the course of the season, even though this is EDays, Pro League is right around the corner, you need to take note of the dynasty being built. eUnited rebuilding phase. Rise, where the hell are they right now? I haven't seen too much or heard too much of them from the offseason. To me, there's so many storylines from this season that I just can't wait for it to get underway, honestly. eUnited, like I said, I don't think they can beat themselves down too much because of this, because this is just a test. See where they're at with that new roster against the defending champions. You took out team number 2, so you're definitely going somewhere. You have a foundation to work on.
Yeah, without question, like you said, they took down team number 2. They did so in a 3-0 victory. Like, that is something for eUnited to hold their head up high for. And I think they are. There's no reason to get down on yourselves for this loss, quite honestly. Rust or not, dust or not, Online Warriors, still, I mean, they are the reigning champions, and they are... and they did so in an incredibly dominant way. Again, winning Minnesota playoffs. Then they went on to win Pro League. Then they went on to win several EDays, I think like 4 in a row or something like that. And then they went on to ultimately win a summer major. Like, that is incredible, and hasn't been done in quite some time. Actually, I think the last time that was done was when they were vanquished of old, back in the 5v5 days. That's how dominant they were. So funny enough, they repeat that with a different roster. But eUnited, they could very well right now be the second best team, and Rebel could be the third. Actually, who knows who's going to be the third, but I don't know if there's a question. Online Warriors are still that team. Like, they are still the #1 team.
Hey, you can't doubt it. Even Jackal's in chat. I love my team. He has his own thoughts of who the top teams are right now. He's thinking it's Rebel and eUnited as well. But Pro League is right around the corner. My power ranking prediction is right around the corner. So hopefully something can really break the mode. Online Warriors really proven that they're still the best team in the game right now. eUnited proven they will never disappear. They will never go down without a fight, and you can never count them out. It didn't matter if players were retiring, bringing in a new squad. They're still a team and a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic run from Online Warriors, without question. When we look at the bracket, I'll explain more so why and go into detail. But this was a big win tonight. Not only, anyways, I'll get to that point in a second. But seriously, huge win regardless, Jacob. I'm happy for him. I really am. There was a lot of questions. Precision going to Hawaii. Is that going to affect his ping? Is he going to be as dominant as he was? Well, clearly is. So here we are. You look at the bracket. So eUnited beat Oxygen. Okay, that's expected. Oxygen is a team that struggled to qualify through Pro League qualifiers. Big surprise. They're playing in the LCQ. Then they beat Noble. That's a pretty big victory, okay? That's your X-Fire and Ice roster, second place in Summer Major. They beat them 3-0. They even beat them 5-0 on Training Ground. Huge win. They obviously lose 3-0 in Grand Finals. But let's talk about Online Warriors and what makes tonight special for them. They beat Warriors to start off. That's to be expected. Warriors put up a heck of a fight, though. Honestly, a better fight, in my opinion, than that of eUnited, other than Checkout, which I think ended 6-1. But Warriors is a team that I believe is going to have huge promise heading into Pro League. Then Online Warriors beat Rebel. That's big because Rebel, they changed their DNA. They re-add Demon, which that was already there, but then they also add Summons, which is a big addition. Rebel dominated. It was eUnited and Rebel just going toe-to-toe. They were the rivals. They were two of the biggest giants during the Pro League qualifiers. And Online Warriors beat them 3-1. And then you go against eUnited, and again, same narrative as Rebel. You got two teams that were just absolutely dominant who couldn't be touched in the Pro League qualifiers, couldn't be touched in last EDays, mind you. They were both in Grand Finals. And then you got them, and they beat, Rebel 3-1, and they beat eUnited 3-0. Like, if that doesn't show you the power that this roster still has, I don't know what does.
Yeah, and
it's crazy.
I see it all the time, rightfully so, more now than when they were VQ, calling themselves Online Warriors. Everybody's always typing. Everybody's always running the mouth. Online this, online that. If you guys actually paid attention to history, you had, some online teams, yes, performing better than others, right? And you had, Gears of War 3 kind of when all the OGs kind of, I wouldn't say died off, retired, no more Atmos, you had no more terrors, things like that, right? Notorious came out swinging online, right? They showed up on LAN. Guess what? They had one of the best matches against Infinity at the time, came out on top. They took out Sinners. They took out team after team after team. And guess who was on that roster? It was Toy Soldier. It was Icy, and it started online. Guess what happened again? After that era kind of ended a little bit, there was another online team known as Glory that appeared out of nowhere. Explosive, Perspex, who was also known as Crash. You had Soto. You had Solars. Yes, historic championship names. It started online. People didn't think they can do it. Guess what? Solars walked up into his first LAN. He walked home with thousands of dollars in his pocket, a trophy, and Kenny's head on a stick. Guess what? They went to LAN again. Like I said, on UE, they proved themselves. Hndles and these players are on separate teams when they played online or on LAN loss. Hndles dominated on LAN as an individual, rightfully so, not as a full roster. So to me, all these people that might be saying online this, online LAN, I refuse, and I will never believe it, that this team will not walk up to the next LAN, wherever that is, as long as they have the same passion, the same mindset, and the same strategy. they're still going to be taking names. They're still going to be taking people's lunch money. Nothing will change just because it's going online to on land. They're still going to be the team to beat. Yeah, for some teams that are better on land, like Kenny and eUnited, you might have a little bit more of a fight. But to say Vanquish or former Vanquish and Online Warriors, nothing without online, I'll laugh right in your face.
Look, I agree with that. I'm not even going to touch that because last time I did, it was very back and forth in chat, and whether I was right or wrong, and not do a hot take. I think I did it with Blaze on a broadcast, and Blaze like absolutely hammered home that he disagreed with me. But it was fine. But I agree with you, Jacob. I'm just going to say that. I 100% agree with you. Hey, it was a great night, Jake. It was great casting with you. I haven't casted with you in a while. You know, well, at least I don't remember when, to be honest. It's all a blur. But hey, I had a lot of fun, and I loved your insight tonight. It was off season, wasn't it? I think it was it was week one.
Week one qualifiers.
That's an eternity.
I think Rebel took it. And for Gears, when we're used to every single day something Gears of War related going on, especially with Saturdays now being filled with the Women's Pro League, you have Mondays to where challengers, the qualifiers, Tuesday, Wednesdays Pro League, Thursdays EDays, Fridays Astra Battles. Saturdays are now the women's, and guess what? I said every single day. Guess what? Sundays, you have the start of that tournament yet again. Every single day, you have the opportunity to watch the best of the best in Gears of War compete at the highest level. So if you guys are so new, if you guys are watching on the sidelines, maybe you've dabbled a little bit in rank, you're trying to figure out how to make the next step, reach out to Reflections, reach out to me, reach out to Blade. We'll help you guys make that next step as individuals or as full-on rosters. We want to see as many new people take the throne as possible because every single game has a new shining team, a new couple of players really rising to the top.
And I love seeing those new players rise to the top. We've already seen a couple of them already come from the Pro League qualifiers. It's been a beautiful night, and we loved having you every step of the way. Hope you enjoyed EDays. Hit that follow button if you haven't already. We are going to be doing the Last Chance qualifier. It's going to be on Saturday, but we'll be doing the broadcast on Sunday for the final 3 series. 2 more Pro League spots are available, and 2 more Pro League spots need to be earned. So please, Sunday, 1 Eastern time, we would love to have you for the LCQ. But for myself, Taylor Reflections Noble, Jacob MVP, our production team, and you in chat, thank you so much for being here. Hit that follow button. And once again, be back again here at 1 Eastern time, LCQ on Sunday. We would love to have you again. Take care.